In this video, we'll be saying how to read data from Google Sheets in a Python notebook using pandas. If you have seen my previous video in which I had detailed about basic tools which you need for algorithmic trading, there we had seen that the data from charting is being sent to a Google Sheet using webhook integration. The data which was captured into the Google Sheets, we want it in our Python notebook now. So how do we do that? Let's look at that. For that, first we'll go to the drive, Google Drive, where our sheet is stored. We'll open this. I have it already opened. This was the output. So the first thing which we need to do here is we need to change its sharing credentials. By default, any video, any Google Sheet, it is it has restricted access. So what we need to do, we need to change it to anyone with link and click on done. Once you do that, now go to your notebook and you see I have a code written here for reading data from Google Sheets. Let me open this file, and here we are. The first thing which we need to do in this file is we need to import the libraries. So we will be requiring pandas, panel data. So let's import that. We have done that. Now we need two things from the Google Sheet from where we are reading the data. What are these two things? The first thing is sheet ID and second is sheet name. You must be aware of what sheet name is. Sheet name is this, which is sheet 1. But what is sheet ID? So sheet ID is mentioned here. If you look here, right after this front slash, this highlighted portion is the sheet ID, G sheet ID. So we will copy this and we'll paste it here. It's already done. Now we have assigned it to two variables. The first one is G sheet ID and second is sheet name. Let's run this command. Now we'll read the data which is in this sheet, but before that we need to assign it to a variable. We'll assign it to gsheet URL. This is the variable which I have created, and please make a note of this command, this URL. What we are going to do, we are going to capture the sheet ID here and the sheet name here. So I have used the format function, and here we are taking the arguments as the variables which we have assigned earlier, gsheet ID, which is here. So it will automatically capture the data in this curly bracket, and sheet name, it will automatically capture this data in this curly bracket. Now let's run this, and we see that it has been captured. The G sheet ID is written here, and the sheet 1, the sheet name is also mentioned. Now using the pandas data, pandas library, we'll be using a command read CSV. So since this is a CSV file, so we will read this. So we'll mention the variable which we have created above, gsheet URL, and we are assigning it to a data frame df. This is what I have assigned, df, a variable which I have created. Let's run this and let's look at the output. Voila. Here is our output. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Click on subscribe button so that I get encouraged to post more videos for you on algorithmic trading. Until then, gracias and adios. Hasta luego.